Alright everybody, hello and welcome, finally, to Age of Empires 4. I have waited for this game for the longest of times. I really, absolutely love RTS games, and Age of Empires was one of my very first ever RTS games I have played, together with Empire Earth 1. Whoever still remembers those games, probably still pretty flippin' old, but I think about everyone these days still knows how great of an RTS Age of Empires actually is. And Age of Empires 3, I think, was quite a while ago at this point, so when the news broke that Age of Empires 4 was going to be a thing about like 1 or 2 years back, I was already getting quite excited about it, and now we are finally here, able to lay our hands on the game ourselves for the first time ever. And I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to today start out with the single player campaign, which I think is hopefully going to be a very nice and chill way to get ourselves into the game for a start. And then let's see, if you want to see some proper full games, may it be against AI or multiplayer, let me know down below in the comments. I'm quite sure we will also have those sorts of games on my Twitch channel, so we may split this stuff up a bit between the YouTube and the Twitch channel. Let's see about that, but let me know all your thoughts, of course, of what you would like to see about this game on YouTube down below. And then also make sure to drop in on the Twitch channel for the rest of the content, most certainly. But with that said, just quickly before we get started, if you're new around here, if you happen to enjoy this episode, this playthrough, make sure to smash that subscribe button right down below. We're trying to go to 1k subscribers before the end of the year, so every single one would help out a ton. And thank you very much if you did so. With all that out of the way though, let's go and finally hop in. So we're going to go single player. And first campaign mission is going to be the Normans. 1066 Hastings. In 1066, William of Normandy set out to wrest the Kingdom of England from his Anglo-Saxon rival. Only one man could be the king. And that is apparently what we are going to start out with here today. So let's go, hop into the mission, and, well, try and actually learn the stuff and see what it's all about. Now, difficulty, I mean, easy is probably way too easy anyways. Not going to go mega hard right away, because I haven't played Age of Empires, well, easily in 5 years. I mean, we all probably played Age of Empires 2 HD, but that's all still a while back. Story, what is that? For those looking to experience the historical adventure of Empires without a strong challenge. The enemy will not even probe your defense. Okay, no. I think we're going to go intermediate. Familiar, most certainly. Great at it, most certainly not, given how long I haven't played a proper RTS game. So let's start out like that, and hopefully we're not going to absolutely get murdered by the AI. Let's go.
Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayer Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. "250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself.
Okay, so there we go. And may I just say that sequence is absolutely beautiful. I really enjoyed the pictures. I had a quick look in the settings before, and apparently this sequence goes all the way up to 4K HDR footage. You could very well see that that was absolutely pristine. Really enjoyed that. But it appears that the loading screen will take a quick minute, so I will probably place a cut here, and I'll see you all on the other side. Alright, loading screen's over. Let's go and finally hop into the game then. Apparently right into a battle then.
On October 14th, 1066,
Okay.
William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army.
That seems like quite
Here,
a disadvantage
on
already.
this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Okay. So, we're literally going straight into battle, it seems. I think I need to look at keybinds real quick. If we can. Maybe not. Maybe here. Rotate, reset. Okay, view and remap. Common keys. Grid keys. Oh. Okay, so I suppose in order to move the camera, we will potentially then need the arrow keys. It's not going to be explained to us by the game. That's like the first time ever I go into a game and I'm not being told like click. Okay, so that's the way that we move the camera. No zooming for us, it seems. Attack the army on top of the hill. It's my king right there. Got a few archers. Do I just... Oh, so these are only my... Okay. Why do I only attack with these troops? Who controls the others? I don't know. We're apparently meant to attack, so... Okay, the other two troops just follow in, it seems.
William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall.
Don't die, people. Don't die. William's special ability inspires nearby soldiers. Okay.
Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier.
Okay.
Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat.
Retreat! Okay. King as well,
William's
ideally.
feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move.
Okay. Feigned a retreat. And now we're all back to fighting all over
With
again.
Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged.
Okay, I mean, that's just literally going to be us watching them slaughter away the enemy army. Nicely and slowly. I have to say, I really like the way that Age of Empires still kind of looks like Age of Empires, and not like, I mean, like in terms of the individual troops and everything. It still feels quite similar. Archers ready. Oh, cool. Okay. So, use archers against the spearmen. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm just gonna kill them one after another now. Oh, right. We can probably use that. Well, they're attacking on their own, so that's quite fine by me. Probably want to watch out with that stuff up there. Okay, that should help, I hope. Oh boy. Don't die! Oh, God. Okay. Pull these guys back, put these guys up front. Okay. Gotta pull those back. Gotta get these up front. Quickly now. Quickly now. Oh, this is not great. Gotta protect my archers here. These guys are now all mixed up, which is not ideal. Can I... Oh, here. Okay, so we only want these. Okay. That's how we control individual types of troops, which is nice. My archers can work on that. These guys can move up here. Those guys can go into battle. My, injured leader? I may have kind of forgotten about my king. Not quite sure what we do about that one.
Deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse.
Okay, that's better. Kill spearmen to allow cavalry on the field. Alright. Getting some nice amounts of reinforcements coming in, so not too much to worry about here, but you got to make sure the right troops are up in front, so our archers don't just get murdered or something. Also, we probably want to get rid of some of those archers up there, to be fair. So maybe, once we've cleared out some more of those spearmen, we should consider moving those archers up to get rid of the other archers. How many more spearmen are going to come from their end? Okay.
With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry
we now have cavalry,
at the Anglo-Saxon archers,
which we can maybe, use for the archers, which is great. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful. That should be about the battle done, should it? Can move these guys up. Select unit and right-click on William in order to revive him. Oh, okay, so that's how that works. Hey, there's our leader again. He's good. Nothing ever happened, surely.
The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray.
Beautiful. We need to move our archers up.
Been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling.
And
now the only thing standing between
sword
William
dudes
and
need
victory was King Harold himself.
Oh, there's a king. Okay. Now we need to take care of the king, I guess. So let's move some more troops up. Do I not get these? There we go.
Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his.
Okay. And I mean, you can kind of technically go fight the king too, but, well, not quite seeing him in the mix there, to be honest. It seems we're about done. Okay, cool. So that's just us starting out with the first big battle, I suppose.
In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic.
Okay. Well, there we go. Starting out with a big old battle. Taking over the English crown, it seems.
Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning.
A victory! Okay, beautiful. So that's the first battle won then. And we get some content. Building a castle, a video. Interesting. Should we check that out then?
At Guédelon in France, to understand how
Oh, that's a
castles were
real-life
constructed,
video. That's quite cool.
they're building one from scratch, using just the tools
Really?
and materials of the medieval age. It's a 25-year project. The world's biggest archaeological experiment.
That is most certainly quite cool. But we will watch that another time, I feel.
The most important.
Because that's not the main game. But that's quite cool, the little side videos that you receive from this kind of stuff. Let's, though, head on in the campaign. Because this is, of course, what we're here for after all.
The death of one man changed the course of history. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold was killed here, on England's south coast. His army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever. At Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1066, William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the country. He began by stamping his mark on the landscape, building cathedrals and castles at strategic locations.
So that's where the building castles video comes in, I suppose.
Nothing like them had been seen in England before. They reminded the Anglo-Saxon population exactly who was in charge. But not all were content with living under Norman rule. Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country. King William acted quickly to crush these rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control: the north of England. In 1069, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders. Together, they approached Norman-held York, a large city with an important cathedral, still protected by ancient Roman walls. But the walls couldn't save York. The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new kingdom was under threat. He had to get the city back under Norman control. William had no choice but to order his men north. But as the Norman forces set off on their long march towards York, how much resistance from the rebels would they encounter?
Okay, and there we go for the next campaign chapter. It already, honestly, looks like quite a lot of fighting again, and very little of building much of anything, but I'm sure we will see about that once we actually get into the game, which will be after this very cut. Alright, so there we go. Loading screen done. Let's go and get ourselves right into the game.
William the Conqueror marched north, with his army of Normans determined to take back the rebel-held city of York. But in his path stood rebel towns that harbored William's northern enemies.
Okay, so at least we get
would take
to
the towns back
capture some towns
by
now, I
force.
suppose. Right, so what do we have here? Archers, spearmen, 2 scouts. And, I suppose we can just send those ahead to make sure there's no, like, ambushes and stuff waiting on the way. And then the rest we'll just manage like that. Oh. It appears there is a scout right there. Oh god, don't go. There's Middlethorpe. Okay. So there's the first city to take over then. We're just going to send the scouts around the outside here a tad bit. Dealing without them being murdered. And then we have bows. I don't see any. Okay. So probably going to send the horses in to get rid of people. And do something a little bit like that. Now, in terms of that, the archers are apparently not really standing far up enough, so I'll move them a bit. And I would like a few horses to get rid of those archers right there. Okay, you can all move up as well. That's pretty much about everything done, is it? Archer right there. But that's it. Okay, very nice and easy. We do now own our very first little
establishing
town.
their presence in the north. With
Go,
reinforcements to his army soon arriving, William would need more resources to supply
chase them forever. Okay. So now we finally get to actually work on a little bit of a city then. We're supposed to build 4 additional farms, assign 5 villages to chop wood, and build 2 additional houses. Do we have any villages yet? It does not appear to be the case. Let's do a little rally point here. And we will get like 6 villages going. Where's the cycle time? Oh no, there's... Okay, so there's the production cycle right there. The farms, I mean, technically somebody's got to work on them too. We can currently not get any more villages going for ourselves, so have to see. We can assign them to berry bushes and stuff to... Maybe we're just going to follow the tutorial here. Technically, I guess we could put her on the farm too, but that's fine, I suppose. I saw more sheep somewhere, I think. But well. There's another villager for us. Still the good old villager spawning sound, isn't it? And we are probably going to send that very villager to chop wood. Now, in terms of collection points, can we build anything there? Lumber camp. Villagers can drop off wood at this building. I don't think we have any yet, do we? Oh, looks like a standard house, yeah. So I think what we're going to do, probably just do this. We can probably just send our scouts out a tad bit more too. See what's around here. A lot of cottown trees there already. Okay, she's building that. These are technically just fields, not farms, aren't they? Oh no, they count as farms, and then villagers can drop off food, so you would build, yeah, usually you would build like a mill and then build the farms around that mill. So I think that's what we're going to do. And got some wood collection going on up there now. That's beautiful. Got a little bit of a forest there too, so that should work. Going to assign one more person to actually build that kind of stuff, and we'll also go and get some more villages going for ourselves, which, that said, we will also have to get some more people on the farm so we can get some more food flowing in. We'll go and build one more right here, just like that. These people are nicely collecting things. But yeah, you can see, I mean, we're very much running out of food. We only have 20 food left, and we need more food for the villagers, so just kind of desperately have to get more coming in, which we'll hopefully achieve through these farms here as well. And we'll probably just scale up on the farms more for the time being, as much as we want the wood chopping people too. I think we want the food coming in first, so we can actually get the amount of villagers going that we need to get this all working. And I mean, we want another 2 farms going anyway. So we'll finish off the farms first, then we'll take care of the wood, which we still have like 180 of. And we've got 2 people farming away at that, so that's totally fine for now, I would argue. And then we can also look at building the houses in just a second when we actually have enough villagers to take care of all this stuff. Oh, God. Alert! Alert! Go away! That was a quick one. So my units have regenerated in the meanwhile as well, it seems, so that's an interesting one. It seems only those have regenerated, not my, horsies right there, so not quite sure about that. We're going to distribute our units a bit more amongst the city too, given that my, town is going to be irregularly attacked by the AI now too. We should probably just be a bit more careful here. It's just kind of inherent with the difficulty level that we chose, I suppose, so we can't just do nothing. That said, we do technically have enough farms, so I'm going to send one more person out to gather wood. We do technically... Okay, well, we've got more than enough food now, which is beautiful. We will keep that going. I think the next person we get out here, we're just going to use for building some more houses for the time being, so that we can get that goal taken care of too. And we can actually look at the beautiful house construction in this game, because I think it should be looking quite nicely. Well, you know, quite satisfying at least to watch this kind of stuff with the procedural building of the houses. I think Settlers usually is the one game that does that the best. But Age of Empires is also always looking quite nicely. Now, that person here can go collect some more wood for us too. And this person will just be our building person. We'll make her build some more stuff. The interesting thing here that I see is that, as you can see, these houses come with like little fences around them and like different kind of, well, objects just flying around, which, you know, you can build on top of them as far as I just saw right there, but I'm liking that they've kind of got this random set of objects just coming with them, you know, some chicken here, some little barrels there, and not every house is the same, and they all have these individual kind of objects to them. I think it looks great. I really love the idea, honestly.
But there's the economy was now well supplied by a town, but it would take a sustained effort to keep the army at full strength.
Indeed, and we've got some reinforcement, it seems, which is beautiful. Also got some people attacking us, which is not too much of a worry, because honestly, that's just a few units, which are going to be gone very, very soon.
In defiance to William's rule.
And now, this is going to be Fulford, which we are going to have to capture. But I think this very thing, then, we are going to have to take care of in the next episode, then. Just a little quick start to the game here, really, having a first little bit of a look at it, having a first big battle, and, well, owning our first little town that we're taking care of. Very much enjoying it thus far. A lot of potential, a lot of new things to come, I am very sure. So very much looking forward to recording the next episode with you all then. For the time being, this has been it for today, though. I hope you all very much enjoyed it. As usual, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button right down below. That does always help out a ton with the video performance. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also make sure to smash that subscribe button, of course, as well as that bell icon right next to it in order to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. But with all that out of the way then, we do still need a fixed slot in the schedule for this. I'm going to make sure to publish that on the channel info website as soon as possible, so you can all see when the new videos in Age of Empires are going to be coming out, because this is most definitely going to be a regular series on the channel, and, well, then we'll hopefully just have fun with this some more in the next video. So, very much looking forward to that. For today though, that's all. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope I will catch you in the next one very, very soon. Ciao.